Imagine this scenario. Around 200 years prior to the birth of Jesus Christ, Brahmanism begins to regain its allure. Come the 8th century, the spiritual supremacy of the Brahmins is indisputable. The once straightforward Vedic faith, transmogrified beyond comprehension. The birth of the Hindu religion, diligently developed, leaving no aspect unexplored. Godly figures are paired with partners, caste is revitalized, but not by sticking to Manu's straightforward fourfold division, rather by adopting the complex occupational subdivisions we see today. Such transformations exhibit the cunning maneuvers of a savvy priesthood set on crafting a widely embraced faith, taking every societal segment into consideration. However, as these changes occurred, the Brahmins, through diplomacy and adaptability, gradually solidified their authority and established a religion that, while rooted in the Vedic faith of the Aryan race, managed to absorb and incorporate aspects of each religion it successively replaced. Despite the Brahmins' success in forcing the Kshatriyas to accept their spiritual superiority, they rarely sought secular rule. Instead, they opted to entrust the tasks of ruling and fighting to the warrior class, while reserving for themselves the more agreeable roles of priests, ministers, and trusted advisors to their patrons. As we delve deeper into the intricate strategies of the Brahmins, we encounter a fascinating blend of appeasement and adoption. To quell the simmering discontent among the Kshatriyas, the Brahmins attribute celestial origin to the ancestors of their ruling families. The solar and lunar races of Ayodhya and Mathura are appeased with the elevation of their heroes, Rama and Krishna, to the status of avatars, or incarnations of the divine Vishnu. In a masterstroke of diplomacy, even the aboriginal tribes are brought into the fold. Their tribal divinities are adopted. Their totem tree and serpent worship, despite being at odds with Vedic beliefs, are affiliated to orthodox beliefs. Their princes and warriors are accorded the status of Kshatriyas, a strategic move to make them accept the principle of caste. The Brahmins even deal with Buddhism, a religion fundamentally opposed to their doctrines, in a similar manner. Buddha, whose teachings were a protest against the formalism of the Brahmins, is absorbed into the Hindu system. Regarded as an incarnation of Vishnu, Buddha is given a place in the pantheon of minor gods. This artful integration not only appeases potential threats, but also further strengthens the Brahmins' spiritual and social supremacy. Scene 2. The Code of Manu. Following the resurgence of Brahmanism, a new chapter unfolds. Around 400 BC, the Brahmins, feeling the threat of Buddhism's rise, craft a code to maintain their spiritual authority. This code, known as the Code of Manu, or the Dharma Shastras, consolidates the customary law of the 5th century BC Aryan principalities along the Ganges and Jumna. To add weight to this code, the Brahmins claim it is of divine origin, attributing it to Manu, the first Aryan man. The Code of Manu declares that the fourfold division of society was ordained by Brahma, the creator of the universe. According to the code, Brahmins emanated from Brahma's head, Kshatriyas from his arms, Vaisyas from his thighs, and Sudras from his feet. The code is an amalgamation of religious and secular precepts, rules for justice administration, and special laws regarding purification and penance. In response to the wave of Buddhist reform, the Code of Manu enforces stringent rules against caste intermingling through marriage. It prohibits the higher castes from eating, drinking, or socializing with those ranking beneath them under severe penalties. Thus, the Brahmins not only maintain their spiritual authority, but also ensure their social supremacy. Fast forward to around 200 BC, Buddhism experiences a rapid growth, becoming the state religion in Hindustan. From there, it spreads north into Nepal, and through Central Asia into China and Japan. Concurrently, Buddhist missionaries carry their faith into Ceylon, extending it to Burma, Siam, and Java. Despite this exponential expansion, Brahmanism, though materially modified, is never displaced by Buddhism. Even as early as the 6th century, signs of Buddhism's decline can be observed. And before the Mohammedan faith has fully emerged, Buddhism vanishes entirely from India. For over a millennium, these two religions coexist, their philosophies intertwining and intermingling. The result? Modern Hinduism, a product of both Buddhism and Brahmanism. In the face of Buddhism's decline, Brahmanism stands undeterred, resilient. It adapts, evolves, and fuses elements of Buddhism into its own system, further solidifying its spiritual authority. The Brahmin priesthood, ever shrewd and adaptable, weaves this new development into the intricate tapestry of Hinduism, ensuring its continued relevance and influence in the spiritual landscape of the Indian subcontinent.